Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and it is time for another Monobattle here on The Sacrifice 2. Mode chosen, blind random. Frowny face from Xeros, unfortunately, so you basically get to choose random. If you choose random, you get a repick. There you go. Got Dark Templar, this player did. You can repick or lock in. If you choose a race instead of random, then you get one unit and you cannot repick. Ooh, that is one way to ensure randomness. Let's see. Why is Phoenix invincible? Says Xeros. I don't know. Is Phoenix invincible? Are we done with this? I think we're done with this. So let's go up here on the Sacrifice 2. I think I've played a game on this map before. Is this where my Monobattle was? No, this is different. I've played on this, though, that's for sure. Coming out, and let's introduce these players. Bottom left-hand corner of the map, we have the pink Terran player. It is Barcode. His teammate, the purple Terran player, Pearlman. The red Protoss player, Thephelix. And the orange Zerg player, Cossack, possibly? Cossack. Top right corner of the map, we have the brown Protoss player, Sonic. The purple Terran player, Salodier. The teal Protoss player, Xeros. And the purple Zerg player, Roman UA. Alright, so we don't have red versus blue on you guys. I had some people request that we do just regular colors, and we can figure it out from there, which might be difficult. I mean, this purple Terran looks awful close to this purple Zerg, but I mean, they're different races, so maybe that's not a problem. So Zergs are orange and purple. Okay, that's easy to tell apart. Protosses are red and blue. That's pretty easy as well. And then our Terrans are pink and purple against another purple. So I guess this Terran versus this Terran might be difficult to see, but that's more of a darker shade of blue for Pearlman. Is that Pearlman? Pelman and Salodier have very similar colors. We'll see how this works. All right, so Monobattle. First time seeing this, you basically saw how it works. You end up with one unit you can make throughout the entire game. One entire unit, period. And if we can get a larva here from our Zerg player, it is Ling. Oh, it's Zergling for Roman UA. Possibly Baneling. You can make Zerglings to make Banelings. Those Zerglings can attack, though. It's like that at a lot of different things as well. So that's what we got. Zergling from our purple Zerg player up top. In the top right here, Xeros is putting up a lot of pylons. And a cybernetics core doesn't tell us anything. Terran player is expanding. His barracks can't make anything. He's making a factory. So it's got to be a factory or a starport unit. He can make Sonic working on a Stargate as well. So as we take a look here, we'll have to see what we can... Oh, can we see this? We can. So it's Raven... High Templar, Corruptor, Hellion Hellbat for team bottom left. Nope, team top right. That is team top right. And then we have Ling Phoenix Tempest Siege Tank for bottom left. That's an interesting one. I should really have written that down. But now we know. Now we know what everybody is. Now we know that these Lings can actually attack, which is good for Roman UA. It's difficult being Zerglings in a Monobattle because there's a level at which they're really effective. There's a time they're fantastic at this game and harassment and stuff. But as we get on, and there are things like disruptors, there's things like air units, there's things like just giant groups of scary Marines. Lings get less and less effective over time. Got to keep them moving. Got to keep them moving around and killing bases where most of the army is not. Is how you got to do it. So Hellions are here. Oh, and plus the Hellions and Hellbats do a great job against the Lings too. Lings trying to knock down these backdoor rocks. I guess they can't get out the front door because there's a wall here that their teammate Zeros tossed up with some cannons too. He is really, really worried about early game harass. Expanding here is a Roman UA at the gold base, which is really exposed. You can't possibly wall this off. It's kind of far away from your friends as well if you get attacked. So take at your own risk is how I like to explain that. Raven production has begun from Pelman in the bottom left corner here. So Mass Raven also in Monobattles is pretty fantastic too. Drones transferring down to this gold base now that these rocks have been destroyed by the Lings with, again, no upgrades, but it's pretty early for that. Is there any upgrades on the way? is the other question. The answer is just getting speed. Just getting speed. You really should start the upgrades fast, though, with your Lings. There's really nothing else to spend gas on. If you're getting gas, you'll notice he's sitting on 400 gas. Yep, fleet beacon on the way for our friend Sonic. He's going to be the one who's making our Tempest Hellions here, running around trying to harass stuff here in the top right corner, and it's doing pretty well until the tank shows up. Yeah, tank from Saladin are going to chase this thing around forever and ever. Oh, 2 tanks. That's it. Goodbye, Hellion. Gone. Another Hellion comes in, chased by Lings, pinned into a corner, not where you want to be, and pretty well defended against the Hellions so far from our team in the top right. High Templar, Mass High Templar is going to be interesting. Feedbacks, storms, a lot of good stuff from our Tempest. Storm going to be pretty fantastic against the Lings if you can get them to hold still long enough, which is not easy. Not easy to do, and the Tempest production's already begun here for Sonic. I can never tell how high level these games are because it's just arcade. It doesn't sort by level of player. But if they get sent to me, generally they're close enough at least that it's not just a raffle stomp. Although we did see that in our cheese compilation last week. There was a Monobattle in the cheese compilation, or was it just a 4v4? I can't remember. It was so insane. I think it was Monobattle. It was a 4v4 Monobattle. Possibly a 3v3 Monobattle that was sent into the cheese compilation a week ago. So check that one out if you didn't see it and you're a fan of the Monobattle. It's a good one. It's a good time. Oh, caustic spray here on these Corruptors. Corruptor versus Tempest, pretty fantastic. They were made to deal with Tempest and carriers and battle cruisers and broodlords and things like that. So they have something to do, which is nice. Corruptors are sometimes lost in these Monobattles. Caustic spray has helped them have a little bit more purpose where they can attack ground stuff, buildings. Specifically, can you get rid of this Tempest? And the answer is going to be close. Good pullback of the wounded Tempest into the cannons. Not where you want to be, Corruptors. They might get this Tempest, but at what cost? The answer is a Corruptor. Oh, that's probably a fair trade, I suppose. Hellions running around for Extreme. Lings for Roman USA getting out of there. Those are bad. Those are bad Hellions. They want to roast him up for sure. Corruptor scouting on down and just saying hi. Saying hi to his friend as he passes on by. Sonic Storms just now finishing for Cephalix, or the Phylix, I suppose that's what that could be. Recalibrated explosives and Corvid reactor being researched here by Pellman, our Raven player. How's he doing with his Raven count is the question of the day. Are these Hellions? Hellions coming into this base. Blue Flame Hellions at 7.5 minutes. Causing some problems for this worker count for Sonic. Yes, some major problems for our player Sonic. A lot of Hellions died though. Photon Overcharge and Tempest DPS. Again, Tempest DPS against ground stuff is not the best, but Hellions don't have many HP anyway. Many HP? Much HP? They don't have much HP, but it's a specific thing, so perhaps it has many hit points. I don't know. I'm going to say much HP and many hit points, depending on how I put that. Taking this gold base here is Cossack, our orange Zerg player. And what was he? He's our Corruptor. He's our Corruptor player. We saw him. Lings running around for Roman UA. Still no upgrades on this dude. You got to get some upgrades, yo. Unupgraded Lings are not as good as fully upgraded Lings. Oh, here's a base you can kill. Here's a base you can absolutely kill. Cossack's in a ton of trouble here. Cossack, no. So many instantly dead drones. This is a million Zerglings. This is 2 full pages and another half page of Zerglings. Blue Flame Hellions going to chase him off. Some of them anyway. The hatch is going to die anyway. See, losing this gold base. That's what I'm talking about. Corruptors wandering into this base of Roman UA from Cossack. So one good turn deserves another. Gonna Caustic spray it down. Yep, Caustic spray this hatchery down. Single queen, not enough anti-air. As it turns out, Blue Flame against these Lings. Gonna chase them away. They were gonna go in the main base. The main area at the bottom left, but no. Hatchery does die for Roman UA, and tit for tat, both Zerg players end up losing their gold bases, although it had been mining for longer for Roman UA, so maybe that's better for him. Tanks from Saladin. He's got 15 of them. Heading down with support of Tempest. I kind of like this. A tank Tempest combo. Seems like it could be pretty strong for our team in the top right. With some Ling support too. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. See, this high ground position is so good. You can take out so many bases down here. Tanks versus these Ravens and Corruptors can't do anything. Auto turrets tossed on down. No, PDDs tossed on down. What was that? Why would you throw PDDs down there? Maybe it was a misclick. Maybe. Perhaps it was a misclick. These tanks are just running. Where did my Tempest friends go? Tempest are trying to join up. Trying to join up here. What? Says Zeros. No, Hellions. Don't attack these tanks. What a bad idea that is. You will die instantly. Yeah, that's a lot of tanks, yo. This is so many tanks. Tempest coming in to deal with these Corruptors. Corruptors like it. They like this for sure. That extra damage versus Armored is coming into a major way here. Seeker missiles on top of the tanks. Not quite enough to kill them. Massive, rather, not armored. I was going to say, not armored air units, just massive units. They get that extra damage, but it doesn't happen a lot. But when it does, you are A-OK. Corruptor. Some Lings trying to run in here to the left side. Blue Flame Hellions chasing them. And is a tale as old as time. Blue Flame Hellions versus Lings. The Lings really don't like it. They got +1/+1 now, which is good. I'm a fan of that one. Taking a base on the right side is Sonic. The way to take bases in monobattles is just get a lot of static defense. Because you can't... I mean, it's not like you're using your minerals for anything else. Usually you have a gas-heavy unit here like tanks. Trying to expand is Cephalix. No, says Salodier. Setting some of the tanks up in siege mode. Just kidding, canceling that siege mode. Coming down some Hellions to try to deal with this. But against tanks, again, just not what you want to do. No, Hellions, don't attack into this. Auto turrets on the ground here too. Don't go. Oh, some of the tanks, again, go in siege mode, but not all of them. This is a great choice by Salodier. Basically means nobody can get up close. Oh, the blanket storms on the tanks, though. What? All the High Templar die, but a lot of tanks get crushed there too. Suicide attack by those High Templar, if you can believe it. Pylon gone. Tanks exploding as well. It's just too much. These tanks are just too much for pretty much everything. The Corruptors are following them more for scouting than anything else. This base for Cossack is in a lot of trouble. The Ravens have got to do something here. Drone's going to attack these tanks, getting some shots off before they get massacred. Hellions in here as well. Auto turrets trying to hold. They're slowly whittling down this tank count. There's only 2 remaining. And they are forced to pull back. So a desperate hold there from the bottom left team. But they managed to do it. And the tanks are gone. Meanwhile, Ling's running around trying to get inside this base of extremes. Phoenix player here for Xeros as well. And I think they can get in. These Lings can make it. SCV's pulled off the line to repair. And some Blue Flame Hellions back here too. Kill the turret soon, please. Says Xeros. Can't do it. Can't do it. There's Blue Flame Hellions here. The Lings need to go. It's going to be Phoenix versus Corruptor. Not good. Not good. Lings barbecue. A Ling barbecue on these Blue Flame Hellions. Look at how fast they die. Ouch. Ouch, I say. All right, so team top right has some extra bases that they're being taken. Sonic is our Tempest player, but again, as long as the Corruptor player is around, he's going to have a hard time. Is there anything else he can... Pretty good against the Ravens. He's... What else is going on down here for our other team? Good against Hellions for sure. I don't know. Tempest player, I think, is just going to be a lot happier if there are no Corruptors flying around. That's all I think. +1/+1 done for those Corruptors. Phoenix buzzing around. Haven't done a whole lot, actually, from our top right team, Ceros. Top right team player, Ceros here. Expanding is Salodier, throwing up 1,000,000 missile turrets. Really worried about Corruptors showing up and Cossack spraying him to death. That's another reason to get static defense. Is in case there's Corruptors around and there's nothing else for them to do, so they just Cossack spray your buildings down if you're not paying attention. Yep, Monobattle is a different game, that's for sure. Oh, the High Templar, right. So Tempest's pretty good against High Templar, too. Storm doesn't hurt them very much, and they can't feedback the High Templar because they don't have any energy. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Tempest versus everything but Corruptor for team in the bottom left here. Just got to get rid of Corruptor player, and I think team top right is a pretty good spot. Missile turrets firing on these Corruptors as they try to retreat. Tanks marching upon a base of barcodes on the left side here. Our Pink Terran player. Tanks like what they see, and they're going to finish this thing off. It's a planetary fortress, so don't go in range. Some of you go in siege mode. There we go, and the rest of you are not. Splashing down on those Hellions. Going to take down the PF as well. Tanks were made for this very situation. Corruptors flying on in here for Cossack. Going to try to find a base to kill. Queen defending. Spore Crawlers are here. Spore Crawlers do pretty well against the Corruptors because they are biological, but there are just too many of them. Cossack Spray going to take down this hatch of Roman UAs like it doesn't even exist. Meanwhile, Auto Turrets and Hellions getting rid of the tanks here. Almost taking that planetary fortress. Good repair, though, when the hatch is gone from Roman UA. So that wasn't his main. Was it his main? I can't tell. I really can't. Seeker missiles on Lings. Oh, not enough to kill them straight up. Are you kidding? They have the +1 armor, lets them survive a Seeker missile hit. Who knew? I did not know that. I haven't seen many Seeker missiles used against Lings before. Roman UA's out. Unfortunately, our Zergling player does not feel pleased at having lost his hatchery. Plus, his Lings are not that great against most of the stuff that Team Bottom Left is working on. Again, you just got to be active, man. Just got to be active if you get Ling. And the longer the game goes on, I know it's more difficult, but stay with it. Stay with it, friend. Another queen dies to these auto turrets. Oh, doesn't die. What? 1 hit point. 1 hit point on that queen. You must be kidding. Got to be kidding me. Tempest firing on these corruptors from distance, and they're going to stand on in. They have some good numbers here. And actually whittling down this Corruptor ball to a very manageable 2. We'll make that 1. And 1. Corruptors are gone. Tempest, it's time to go. Now is your time. Auto turrets and Corruptors. Oh, more Corruptors here against these Phoenix of Xenos. Bottom left team doing pretty well for themselves here. This Corruptor ball with the Hellions attacking it at the same time. Auto turrets being thrown down to deal with static defense, to deal with drones. Good working together from Team Bottom Left. Again, that's another lesson. Another lesson here is working together. Tempest rocking a base of Cossacks down here in the center of the map. Blue Flame Hellions roasting everything up here for Roman. UA, high Templar count for Thephalix, looking okay. Hasn't really been called on to do much. Dude, you gotta go. You gotta go help. Are you feeding your teammates? I don't know. Hellions, Blue Flame Hellions taking out a hatchery. Not something you hear every day. Is Blue Flame Hellions taking out a hatchery. Flying in here to Roman UA's. This is his main. This is his main base, and it's going to die. +1 attack on Blue Flame Hellions. Not bad. Not bad at all. Tempest still rocking stuff in the bottom left here, though. Again, Tempest player for Sonic. This might turn into a bit of a base race situation, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of cannons here from Zeros. Blue Flaming it anyway. Can he Blue Flame down the Fleet Beacon? I don't think he's going to get it. Tanks are responding. Cannons are whittling down this Hellion count as well. He's going to try. Gonna try his darn hardest, but no, can't get the Fleet Beacon. Nice try, though. Storms on the Tempest. Whoa, Storms on the Tempest. Corruptors flying in for support here as well. Ravens tossing down the PDDs to block the attacks of the Tempest. That is fantastic news, and the Tempests are getting cleaned out here. Pretty amazingly, more PDDs. Corruptors, there is a full 20 of them here with +2/+2. And that's it for a Tempest player. Sonic. Wow. He did a lot of damage. He hurt Cossack a lot, killing 2 of his bases. He still has his main mining, which is good. But just a puncher's shot to the jaw is what our Corruptor player took there. Tempest count is currently 3. 20 tanks, 9 Phoenix, and nothing from our Zergling player. Meanwhile, team bottom left, 26 Hellions, 23 Corruptors, 17 High Templar, and 19 Ravens. PDDs here with auto turret support on the Ravens. I kind of like it. Pushing in on this base. Tempest count suddenly more than 3, though. Oh, he has a lot of Stargates. All right. Can he handle these straight up with PDDs? Man, oh no, the Corruptors have to show up. Corruptors assisting with PDDs. Phoenix flying in from the side. You know, it'd be real good as a Seeker Missile against these Phoenix, but the micro pretty good here from Zeros. I don't know if he's going to allow that. Auto turrets being tossed on down, trying to save him, but wow, suddenly the Raven count is down to 1. Meanwhile, Tempests are getting rocked by these Corruptors, and Sonic in a lot of trouble. Tanks moving down from Salodier. Again, team at the top right, not really working together as well as they could. I don't think. Corruptor's still killing it from Cossack, though. We just can't really afford to replace them. Tanks wrecking a base of Barcodes here. Just destroying a base of Barcodes. Hellions! Blue Flame Hellions on top of tanks. Not something you see every day on my channel. Holy cow. They're doing pretty well, too. Actually, +2/+2 tanks versus +2/+2 Hellions. Blue Flame. And I think the tanks are going to get it. Reinforcing tanks are coming in. That's a lot of dead Hellions. Seeker Missile. Splash damages. No big deal. Another Seeker Missile. Trying to split them out. No, can't quite do it. Gets the one. Oh, does get the other. Saving the others. Another Blanket Storm on tanks. They don't stack. But it's enough. It does enough damage. Look at this. The beautiful electricity Re-expanding is Cossacks to the bases that were killed previously, and the tanks of Solitaire get killed once again. What a ridiculous game. Corruptor's flying on in, trying to see, is there anything we can kill here? No, not really. As it turns out, just kind of our own Ravens flying and some dudes on the ground. Is there an observer from... There's an observer from Sonic. Come kill it. Come. You could throw down an auto turret and kill it. But Corruptors work too. No problem whatsoever. +3 flyer attack on the way from our Corruptor player, Cossack here. Drones transferring up from Cossack to a base. He's taking a gold base here around the center. Again, very exposed, but I think he can get away with it. That's probably possible. Another observer here from Sonic getting taken down. The combination of the Ravens and the Corruptors working together again is team bottom left, whereas team top right not doing so well. I mean, they could at least replant some hatcheries. There we go, replanting a hatchery for Roman UA to get some income. I mean, if your opponent has, or your teammate has left the game, it doesn't mean they're dead. They can still help you. They can still help you. You can still use their supply to make stuff. It just takes extra APM to manage it. Can we see this? APM on average for these players, around 80. There's 130 in there. A couple are at 50. That's real low. How are you that low, Thephalix? I guess you are the High Templar player, and you've kind of been slow in this game anyway. Oh, backside caustic spray against this planetary fortress of Salodiers. He has missile turrets at the front, but not the back. And thank you for playing. Base is gone. It's just so fast that it dies. The caustic spray, the fastest death from anything from a Zerg unit, I have to say. Even better than like a Lynx around. Although if they have upgrades, maybe it's pretty fantastic. Caustic spray could have taken down that base of Roman UAs. I'm not sure that they saw it though. Oh, did see it there. Did see it there. Tempest chasing down these High Templar. Tempest unsupported, though. Once again, team top right not working together. Getting some damage done anyway, though. Hellman trying to send some SCVs around, I don't know where, but they're just getting murdered. And here we go. Raven Corruptor working together. PDDs. Well, Corruptors are allowed to get as much damage out as they want to. Phoenix, oh, the support from team top right. The Phoenix clearing out the Ravens, and now the Corruptors are not as good as they used to be. That's what you need. That's what you got to do. Teamwork, teamwork. Let's hear it for teamwork. Thanks, says Sonic. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem, dude. All right, tanks from Salodier. We have a lot of Phoenix very close by. We have a lot of Tempest very close by, but they're still not together. Still not together. Replacing the base that he lost, Salodier, by flying over an orbital command. It looks like alien count. A little bit insane here for Barcode. He's got 38 of them. 38 going to take out this hatch. He really hates Roman UA. He's killing him after he's dead. Mind you. Killing him after he's dead. Tanks on the high ground. Hey, Barcode, you got a base down here? Not anymore, you don't. Wow, just obliterating those missile turrets. +3 tanks. Insane. Orbital command lifts, but it's already on fire. It got destroyed so much. Hellions taking out another base. Look at this dude. Look at this dude going for it here. Phoenix, I guess, could lift and kill to some extent. They do extra damage versus Hellions. There we go. Picking up and killing. Upgrades on them. +3. Good upgrades from Zelios. Is that what his name is? Zeros. This more storm attempts on these tanks. Again, stacking them doesn't help. You kind of want to let the first one finish before you send another one in, but it doesn't matter. High Templar are dead. Hoola. Who's lagging? Says Zeros. I don't know. I don't see any lag. Stutter stepping tank fire here from Salodier. That's amazing stuff, actually. SCVs from Pellman attacking a base down in the bottom right from Sonic. Sonic doing a good job with macro, I'd have to say. Look at how many bases he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 6 bases. Blue Flame Hellions versus the tanks once again. Going to do better than they should, but still lose a lot of their brothers in the process. Tempest saving this base alive, attacking this replacement hatchery of Cossacks to replace the one that he lost previously. So somebody pinging. Yes, I know. There's a base here, strangely enough. Corruptor Ball flying in. He's got 18 of them. 18 versus about 12 Tempest, but the cannons on the ground making all the difference. Pellman trying to expand over here, but no. Turns out there's a lot of DPS to murder your stuff, so that's not going to happen. He sent that a long time ago, too. That's his main. That's Pellman's main. He only is on 2 base. I think team top right is just going to starve out team bottom left. Barcode has 3 bases. So our Pink Terran doing okay with that, but otherwise it's 2 base period. Nobody ever got more. Well, I guess there was a base up here for our Terran player, but it got taken over by Extreme. So there were some attempts. Didn't generally work out too well, though. Hellions rolling on into Saladir's base. It's not a planetary fortress, and all these SCVs are going to die. Good effort here by Barcode. I really like what we're seeing here from him today. A lot of dead stuff, and going after tanks. So brave. So bravely going after tanks, but that, siege mode damage. The splash damage hitting his own tanks and doing a lot of work too, though. But all the Hellions are toast, but there's still only 3 tanks remaining. That is pretty effective. Pretty effective, I'd say. Pellman trying to expand here. Instead, here in the center ring, yeah, I think every base on this map has been taken. This is a big map, too, but I guess it's a 4v4, so that adds up fairly quickly. Again, Corruptor versus Tempest. We're at 18 Tempest versus 21 Corruptor, but they keep attacking 2 at a time. That's not very good. Losing that hatch. Caustic needed that income. Yeah, he's done. He's done for income now. They're just slowly strangling this bottom left team is what we're looking at here. And again, that's with nothing from Roman UA. He was never allowed to really participate here at all. A lot of gateways, a lot of warp gates from Cephalix, but doesn't have the gas for it. Has 28 gas in the bank. 20, 58, 42, and 3 harvesters is what we're seeing from team top right versus bottom left, 29, 32, 11, and 14. That 11 and 14 really hurts. Barcode continuing to make this Hellbat thing happen. Well, Hellion thing happen. He's going to try to go. Where's he going? Where are you going, friend? You attack into these Hajillion cannons? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Tempest continuing to push along this right side, picking off a pylon, trying to depower these warp gates, but it doesn't matter. They can't make anything at this point. Corruptors flying in. God, I think they're trying to pick off the Tempest from the back side. I don't know if there are enough, though. Hellion's attacking into these cannons. They just keep losing their unit is the problem here. Is what they do. Tempest taking out pylons, not really depowering anything, but trying to stutter step anyway. Hellions, again, versus cannons, not what really what you want to see. Although they do have +3/+3 more cannons here. 25 damage versus light, but 11 damage overall. So yeah, these workers are toast here at this base of Sunix down here. But cannons whittling down this Hellion count pretty nicely as well. Phoenix picking up and lifting and killing several of the Hellions. And by that I mean 1. 2. 2's good. 3. Pretty fantastic as well. And here's another classic Corruptor Tempest battle. Corruptor's whittling this down. Once again, I just got to see that count. 12 Tempest to 14 Corruptors. 1-to-1 I don't think is what you want here. Upgrades are fully upgraded for everything but the armor on the Corruptors for both players here. Hellion's trying to roll into Sonic's base. It is getting real tight here. Extreme has another expansion, but stuff's getting mined out. Right now is the problem. There are a lot of bases that are totally mined out on this map. Phoenix, I wish had a bigger part in this. I really do. Caustic's trying to take a base at this gold. It's pretty much mined out, but the tanks are going to ruin his day. 85 damage per shot versus armored. We look at supply here. Army supply 72, 95, 136, and 6 for Team North compared to 81, 26, 23, and 16 for Team South. By South, I mean bottom left here. So Phoenix player has a lot of Phoenix, but just mostly playing defense with them, which is strange. I mean, at least go directly attack into the Corruptors. Keep that count low. You have them severely outnumbered. Tanks versus Seeker Missile. Pretty big hit there. Trying to go after this planetary fortress of Barcodes that has gas in it still, but the minerals are gone. But I guess preventing gas collection is pretty good stuff too. The Phoenix can pick up these tanks, right? They can pick them up and kill them if they wanted to, but once again, Blue Flame Hellions... Oh, I guess they're on the same team, duh. It is late, and it's 30 minutes into this game. Keeping stuff straight is not necessarily my strong suit when it comes to these particular matches. Yeah, see Phoenix coming in doing some stuff when everything else is done. At this point in time, Extreme trying to expand. Tempest saying no. Saved one. Says Zeros. Saved a tank. That's pretty funny. New one's in production, says Saladier. Saladier does have a mining base, which is useful if you want to have stuff still be in production here. Phoenix flying over these missile turrets just blindly. Get out of there. Tempest could come from this back way and get rid of this base of Pellman's pretty darn quickly. You know, if they wanted to. Trying to expand once again, just putting the squeeze here on the map named The Sacrifice 2, hoping that team in the bottom left corner will do more sacrificing than they will have to do. Extreme has a base that they floated up here by Roman. Hey, Roman's mining. Somebody controlling Roman is mining. That's hilarious. Coming, says Zeros. I'll bring all my Phoenix to bear to kill this command center. That is what my calling is right now. +3, +3, +3 Phoenix. Just crazy talk. It's going to be able to land. I think it's going to be able to land before it dies. Actually, maybe not. Wow. Never mind. Yeah, these Phoenix are scary, man. They are real scary. Corruptors flying. That's what I thought. The Tempest going after the space of Pellman's, and they're going to get it. Corruptors might pick off a couple Tempests in retaliation, but losing that base is something I don't think that Pellman could afford. This is a lot of dead Tempests. A lot of dead Tempests. PDD tossed down. Maybe Raven's just kind of flying blind in here, just getting picked off for their trouble. But Tempest count whittling down. Corruptors, there is still almost a full page of them here versus 2 Tempests, and that's not going to be good. That is not going to be good for our Tempest. Hellions joining the party. I'm not sure what they could do exactly, but coming into these cannons, yeah, once again, cannons bad. Cannons bad. I think it's just going to have to be a starve out, honestly. Just trying to make sure that the team bottom left doesn't have any additional income. Especially gas. Phoenix getting destroyed by those Corruptors. Again, I understand the Phoenix are afraid of the Corruptors, but they're faster than them. They're faster. They can run around and stuff. Tanks finishing off what was left of Pellman's base. I keep seeing Perlman and thinking Ron Perlman. Like, is Ron Perlman playing this game? That would be amazing. Here we go. Phoenix versus Corruptor. I think there might just be enough Phoenix to win this battle straight up, though. There are 61 Phoenix compared to 19 Corruptors. Is 3-1 enough? 3-1 might be enough here. Oh, Team South is so starved for money. They don't have any income right now. I can't see. Oh, I guess there are 2 bases. What the? Extreme has 2 bases back here they're mining. Extreme is definitely the best player on team bottom left-hand corner. He is kind of carrying it, which is amazing because he has Hellions. I've never seen a Hellion player do this much work before in a Monobattle. But again, tanks doing their part too. They just keep dying to the Hellions, which is weird. All right, storms on top of the tanks, on top of the Phoenix. Phoenix flying through the storms just a little bit here, trying to lift and kill some of these Hellions. The chaos of the situation, though. Tank versus Pink Hellion, and the tanks are winning that one as usual, taking sacrifices, taking casualties, but coming out on top regardless. Tanks pushing in further to this base of Thephalix. The Phylix? I'm going to call him the Phylix. I think that makes more sense. I'm going to stick with it. The Phylix. Tanks, look how fast that Nexus dies to 16 fully upgraded siege tanks. It is not bad. It is not bad at all. So unless you're feeding, unless our barcode player here is feeding everybody else, nobody else has any income at all. Cossack really wants to kill this. Good game, guys. Says Cossack, and he's gone with the GG. He's going to lose one of his other hatcheries. The Phylix out too. Zero says, yay! Oh, he's representing Nuku. Yep, Pellman's out. And who's left? Barcode? Is Barcode still in? Barcode's still in. Barcode is still a man. Barcode's still going to win this thing all by his lonesome. I don't know how, though. I really don't see how. He's going to try to attack into these tanks, possibly as one last ride, and just get obliterated. Not enough. Not enough, Hellions. He's still making more. He's still making more. Are these rallied somewhere? They seem to be rallied somewhere. Goodbye hatcheries. Goodbye more hatcheries from Cossack. He's going to lose his final hatch. There's some spine crawlers that are not burrowed or rooted for some reason. That hatch and the hive going to die. Stutter stepping siege tanks in for the win. SCVs of Pelman are attacking Saladir's factories, which is an interesting gesture, but not really going to mean a whole lot in the long run. Are we seriously, dude? Seriously, Barcode? Look at how much stuff he's made, though. I wish I could see how much stuff he'd made throughout the course of the game, because it's nuts. SCVs attacking into these Hellions, not even bothering to siege up, not even trying. Stutter stepping forward so all of his tanks can attack. That's going to be it for Barcode. He's bringing his Ravens over to join the party as well, controlling Pelman. And that's it. Barcode is gone. That's it. Saladir, Sonic, Zeros, and Roman UA are victorious in this 35-minute Monobattle. Woo! That was crazy. Look how many resources Barcode lost. 50,700. 50,700. 44,000 lost for our Tempest player. 35,000 lost for tanks. 31,000 lost for Corruptors. And Phoenix player only lost 40 units through the entire game. 40 for a total of 9,000 resources. That's some pretty good control there. Pretty good control. You can manage that one. Whew. All right. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.